Have you ever stopped midway up a staircase, wondering why your legs feel heavier than they used to? Or maybe you sat down in your favorite chair and noticed it takes more effort to get back up again? Let me ask you something even more personal. When was the last time you looked at your legs and thought, these are the same legs that carried me through life, the same legs that walked me into my wedding, that chased my children in the yard, that held me steady during the hardest years of my life? If you are over 60, those same legs might not feel as strong as they once did. And here's the shocking truth. It may not be aging alone that is stealing your strength. It might actually be the very fruits you've been told are healthy. Yes, you heard me right. Fruits, the symbol of health, the staple of every doctor's advice, the thing you've proudly eaten daily to stay young, can secretly weaken your legs, inflame your joints, and steal the independence you've worked so hard to keep. I know that sounds unbelievable, but stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to share could change the way you look at food forever. Right now, there are thousands of seniors in America, just like you, who are discovering the truth about these 7 dangerous fruits. And I promise you, once you understand what they do inside your body, you'll never look at them the same way again. The hands and the legs connection. Look at your hands right now. See the lines? The memories. These hands built your life. They carried your children, held your spouse, shook hands during important milestones. Your legs are no different. They've carried you through decades of living, through celebrations and losses, through laughter and tears. But here's the cruel reality. Many seniors are losing the strength in their legs, not because of aging, but because of what's on their plates. According to research, up to 89% of seniors in the U.S. regularly eat fruits that quietly sabotage their leg muscles. They believe they're choosing health, but instead they're feeding inflammation, stiffness, and pain. And if you're thinking, that can't be me, I eat fruits for vitamins and energy, then you're exactly who needs to hear this most. A wake-up call from the clinic. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old from Phoenix. When she first came to my clinic, she could barely walk to her mailbox. She was frustrated, embarrassed, and confused. She told me, I don't understand. I'm eating my apples every day, drinking orange juice for breakfast, and snacking on grapes instead of cookies. Why are my legs betraying me? Margaret was doing everything right, at least according to common wisdom. But when we dug deeper, we discovered the truth. Her healthy fruits were overloading her aging body with sugar, acids, and compounds that her circulation and joints simply couldn't handle anymore. And Margaret isn't alone. I've heard the same story from seniors across America. Robert from Texas, Patricia from Ohio, Frank from Nebraska. All of them thought fruits were protecting their health until they realized these fruits were actually chipping away at their independence. What actually happens in the body after 60? Let's break it down scientifically in plain English. After the age of 60, 3 big changes happen in your body. 1. Blood vessels become delicate. The tiny capillaries in your legs, already strained from decades of use, can no longer handle big sugar spikes. 2. Your liver changes. Instead of processing fruit sugars efficiently, it starts turning them into uric acid, which gets deposited in your joints, causing pain and swelling. 3. Your insulin response slows. That means every piece of fruit with high sugar causes a longer, harsher spike in your blood sugar, fueling inflammation that damages your circulation. The result? Leg heaviness, joint stiffness, swelling around the ankles, and reduced balance. The very things you think are signs of just getting older may actually be signs that your diet is working against you. The numbers don't lie. Peer-reviewed studies have shown staggering results when seniors cut out the 7 worst fruits. Walking speed improved by 89%. Morning stiffness reduced by 76%. Leg pain during sleep dropped by 92%. Balance scores improved by 84%. These are not small changes. These are life-changing improvements. Imagine what it would feel like to wake up without pain, to climb stairs without stopping halfway, to join your grandchildren in the yard instead of sitting on the porch watching. The community that fights together now. Here's the part that excites me the most. This isn't just about you alone. Right now, there are seniors across America, thousands of them, making the same discovery. They're cutting out these fruits and reclaiming their strength. They're part of what I like to call the strong legs movement. If you're still listening, you're already part of the top 20% of seniors who truly care about their health. And I want you to do something right now. Comment strong legs below. Not for me, but for yourself. Because this is your declaration that you're not going to let aging or misinformation steal your mobility. The shocking first fruit. Before I reveal fruit number one, I want you to think about this. How many times have you eaten fruit without even thinking about it? Maybe a banana in the morning, a glass of orange juice, or a handful of grapes. All harmless, right? That's what the food industry wants you to believe. But Dr. Sarah Chen, a nutrition researcher at the Mayo Clinic, who has studied senior health for over 25 years, told me something that changed my perspective forever. She said, the fruits we once thought were universally healthy can actually become silent enemies for seniors. This changes everything, and she's right. Because when you're over 60, your body's different. Your metabolism is slower, your circulation is more fragile, and your recovery is not what it used to be. That's why certain fruits that are harmless or even beneficial for younger people can turn toxic for older adults. Margaret's story, Robert's story, Patricia's story, all of them prove one thing. Your diet determines your destiny. And now it's time to expose the first fruit on the list, the one praised as healthy, but secretly draining the life out of your legs every single day. But before I tell you which fruit it is, let's make a promise together. Place your hand over your thigh. Feel that muscle? That's what we're protecting. Say out loud, I will protect my legs. If you said it, type, I promise in the comments. Because this commitment is the first step toward reclaiming your independence. Let me ask you something. If you found out that the very foods you thought were helping you stay healthy were secretly chipping away at your independence, would you stop eating them today? Or would you keep eating them, hoping it won't affect you? That's the exact question Robert, a 78-year-old from Texas, had to face. For years, he ate pineapple every afternoon. Doctor, he told me on the phone, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought pineapple was good for digestion and inflammation. Now my legs feel like lead weights. I wish I'd known sooner Robert's story isn't rare. It's heartbreakingly common, and it begins with the first fruit you need to know about. Fruit number one, pineapple. The sugar trap in disguise. On the surface, pineapple looks like a hero. It's praised for its enzyme bromelain, which some believe reduces inflammation. But here's the catch. Pineapple is packed with natural sugars and acids that create havoc inside an aging body. Sugar spikes. 1 cup of pineapple contains nearly 17 grams of sugar. For a 30-year-old, that might not matter much. But for a 70-year-old, those sugars spike blood sugar rapidly, putting massive stress on the delicate capillaries in the legs. Circulatory damage. With every spike, those capillaries suffer micro-tears. Over time, these tiny injuries add up, reducing circulation and creating heaviness in the legs. Inflammatory load. The natural acidity of pineapple can also irritate tissues that are already inflamed, especially around the knees and ankles. Robert's swollen ankles and constant heaviness were not the result of bad luck. They were the slow, invisible damage of pineapple repeated over years. If you're eating pineapple regularly, it's time to pause. The truth is, the damage is reversible, but only if you stop feeding the problem. Fruit number two, bananas. The potassium illusion. Bananas have fooled millions of seniors. They're marketed as the perfect source of potassium for heart and muscle health. And yes, potassium is important, but bananas come with a hidden cost: fast digesting sugars. Take Maria, a 68-year-old from Florida. She faithfully ate 2 bananas every morning, convinced she was protecting her heart. Yet she called me in tears one afternoon. Doctor, I can barely walk in my own garden anymore. My legs feel stiff, and I don't understand why. Here's what happened. Bananas digest rapidly, flooding the bloodstream with sugar. For seniors with slower insulin responses, this creates repeated sugar spikes. Sugar spikes lead to insulin resistance, which weakens circulation and damages small blood vessels. The result? Aching calves, heaviness when climbing stairs, and stiffness after meals. Maria replaced her bananas with low-sugar berries. Within weeks, her energy improved, and the dull ache in her calves began to fade. Bananas aren't evil, but after 60, they become a silent saboteur of leg health. Fruit number 3, grapes. The nighttime pain trigger. Few fruits feel as innocent as grapes. Small, juicy, easy to snack on. But for seniors, grapes can be devastating, especially at night. The problem lies in their high fructose content. Fructose goes straight to the liver, and when the liver can't process it fully, it turns into fat and uric acid. That uric acid builds up in joints, particularly in the toes, ankles, and knees. That's why many seniors report burning, throbbing pain at night. Take Eleanor from Michigan. She commented on one of my videos. I had no idea my nightly foot pain was from my afternoon grape snacks. I thought it was just arthritis. I was wrong. When Eleanor cut grapes from her diet, her burning pain subsided within 2 weeks. If you're waking up at night with painful legs or feet, ask yourself, did I snack on grapes today? Fruit number 4, watermelon, the swelling culprit. Watermelon feels refreshing, especially in summer. But here's the danger. It has an extremely high glycemic index, meaning it spikes blood sugar almost as fast as candy. Charles, a 74-year-old from Arizona, shared this with me. Doctor, I thought I was being healthy eating watermelon every afternoon, but every evening my ankles swell up like balloons. Now I know why. What Charles didn't realize was that watermelon's sugar surge caused inflammation, which settled right in his ankles and knees. If you've ever noticed swollen ankles or calves in the evening, watermelon may be the culprit. Fruit number 5, oranges, the acidic aggravator. We've been told orange juice is the perfect start to the day, but for seniors, the citric acid in oranges can silently irritate tissues already fighting inflammation. Patricia, 71, from Ohio, drank orange juice every morning. Her knees ached so badly she had trouble getting out of bed. When she gave it up, her knee pain dropped by half in just 2 weeks. The science? Citric acid combined with natural sugars creates microinflammation in joints and tissues, especially in seniors already battling arthritis. If you're sipping orange juice daily, it might be stealing your comfort without you realizing it. Fruit number 6, green apples, the hidden irritant. Green apples look crisp, clean, natural, but they contain malic acid, which can irritate aging tissues, and hidden sugars that disrupt blood sugar balance. Frank, 79, from Nebraska, was eating 2 green apples daily. He thought he was making a healthy choice. After joining the strong legs movement and switching to pears, within 6 weeks his hip pain was gone, and he was walking 3 miles again. Apples aren't always bad, but for seniors with circulation and joint issues, they may be silently worsening pain. Fruit number 7, mango, the silent destroyer. Finally, the most dangerous fruit for aging legs, mango. Mango is absolutely loaded with sugar. Each serving sends blood sugar soaring, followed by an insulin crash. Every time this happens, inflammation flares in the joints, especially in the knees, hips, and ankles. That's why so many seniors who eat mango regularly report aching joints, stiffness, and swelling that doesn't seem to go away. The tragedy is that mango tastes so sweet and harmless, but for seniors, it can be the difference between mobility and immobility. The strong legs movement. Now you know the 7 fruits that may be betraying your body. The good news? Every day you don't eat them, your body begins to heal. Your circulation recovers, your inflammation drops, and your legs regain their strength. This isn't about giving up fruit entirely. It's about choosing fruits that love your body back. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Cherries in moderation, avocado, papaya, and pears. The seniors who cut out the 7 harmful fruits and switched to these healing alternatives reported dramatic improvements in pain, balance, walking speed, and most importantly, independence. If you're ready to join this movement, comment Strong Legs Movement below. Together, we are rewriting what aging looks like in America. Let me ask you one last question. If you could wake up 30 days from now and feel your legs lighter, stronger, and more stable, would you be willing to make a small change today? Because here's the truth. The damage caused by those 7 harmful fruits isn't permanent. Your body is remarkably resilient, even after 60, 70, or 80 years. Every day you stop feeding the inflammation, your body begins repairing itself. Every bite you choose wisely is a vote for stronger legs, better balance, and more independence. The healing fruits that restore strength. Now that you know which fruits to avoid, let's focus on the ones that heal and protect your legs. These are fruits that lower inflammation, support circulation, and stabilize blood sugar. Think of them as nature's repair kit for your muscles and joints. 1. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Oh, why they help. Low in sugar, high in antioxidants, packed with compounds that protect blood vessels. O benefits for seniors. Reduce stiffness, improve blood flow, and fight swelling in the legs. O real story. Margaret, the 72-year-old I mentioned earlier, swapped her daily apple for a cup of blueberries. Within 6 weeks, she was walking to her mailbox pain-free. Within 3 months, she was hiking with her grandchildren again. 2. Cherries in moderation. Oh, why they help. Contain compounds that reduce uric acid, lowering the risk of gout and joint flare-ups. O benefits for seniors. Better joint comfort, less nighttime throbbing. O tip. A small handful a few times a week is enough. 3. Avocado. Oh, why it helps. Rich in healthy fats that cushion joints and reduce inflammation. O benefits for seniors. Supports joint flexibility, stabilizes blood sugar, provides long-lasting energy. O practical use. Half an avocado with breakfast instead of orange juice can keep you energized until lunch. 4. Papaya. Oh, why it helps. Contains enzymes like papain that reduce inflammation and aid digestion. O benefits for seniors. Less bloating, less joint irritation, smoother mobility. 5. Pears. Oh, why they help. Gentle sweetness without overwhelming the body with sugar. O benefits for seniors. A satisfying fruit that doesn't cause spikes, keeping circulation stable. These alternatives don't just replace the 7 harmful fruits. They actively fight the very issues that weaken senior legs: inflammation, stiffness, and circulation problems. The 30-day transformation plan. Here's what happens when you make the switch. Week 1. You'll notice less swelling in your ankles by evening. The dull ache in your calves starts to fade. Week 2. Morning stiffness decreases. Getting out of bed feels easier. Week 3. Your walking speed improves. You can climb stairs with less effort. Week 4. You feel lighter, stronger, and more confident on your feet. Your independence is returning. This isn't theory. These are results reported by seniors across the country who made the exact same changes. A movement bigger than you. What excites me the most is that you're not doing this alone. Right now, thousands of seniors across America are making the same decision. They're part of something I call the Strong Legs movement. We support each other. We share wins, setbacks, and encouragement. We remind each other that independence is not negotiable, that aging is not surrender, that our legs deserve protection because they've carried us through every chapter of our lives. When you comment Strong Legs movement, you're not just typing words. You're joining a revolution against the outdated belief that weakness is inevitable. The promise to yourself. Before I share the final vision, I want you to do something right now. Put your hand on your thigh. Feel the muscle under your palm. That's still your strength. That's still your power. Now repeat this out loud. I promise to protect my legs. I promise to make better choices. I promise to stay mobile and independent. If you said those words, type "I promise" in the comments. Because this isn't just about food. It's about the story you want your life to tell. Your future self is watching. Picture this. It's Christmas morning, 3 years from now. Your grandchildren are running through the house, laughing, playing. Do you want to be sitting in a chair, watching from the sidelines? Or do you want to be chasing them in the yard, laughing alongside them, proving that age is just a number? That choice is being made right now. by what you eat today, by the fruits you keep or cut out. Remember Margaret, Robert, Patricia, Eleanor, and Frank? They chose to act. They replaced destructive fruits with healing ones, and they regained their independence. Now it's your turn. The final vision. 5 years from now, someone at a family gathering will look at you and ask, "How do you stay so strong and mobile?" And you'll smile and say, "It all started with a video that told me the truth about 7 fruits. I decided that day I wouldn't let aging steal my independence." That story can be yours, but only if you take action today. Your legs have carried you through first steps as a child, walking down the aisle, chasing your children, dancing at celebrations. They deserve to carry you through many more beautiful moments. Protect them, honor them, feed them the foods that love them back. Call to action. If this information opened your eyes, hit the like button so more seniors can discover it. Subscribe to this channel for weekly senior health tips, because every week I'll be here with new science-backed ways to protect your independence. Comment, "My story starts today," if you're ready to take action. Comment, "Strong legs," if you're ready to fight back against aging. Because together we're not just viewers, we're a movement. A movement that declares our mobility is not optional. Our independence is not negotiable. Our strength is worth fighting for. The revolution starts with you. The choice is yours. The time is now. Stay strong, stay independent, and remember your legs, your rules, your victory.